Hey guys, this is the video for Project 1, Activity 2 of the Interactive Story Project in Skill Building. So if you're watching this video, that means that you have completed the brainstorming sheet, you've got some ideas for your characters, settings, and problems of your story, and you are ready to begin writing the actual story. So that's what this video is going to show you how to do. So you should see the assignment posted in the conversation section of Teams. We're going to go ahead and open that assignment up and make it full screen. Once the assignment opens, you'll see the steps here under the instructions. Don't forget, down at the bottom, you've got posted the interactive story example. That's the story that I created. You can pause this video now and take a couple minutes to look at my example story, which would be the Rainforest Adventure story. If you want to review that and just make sure you refresh your memory of what exactly it is you're trying to create, now would be a good time to do that. If you want to pause the video, you can. Once you come back, what we're going to do is take a look at how to go ahead and start with these instructions. So I'm going to do that now. So number one, you're going to open the interactive story presentation in the files section of your group's channel. What you want to do is go back to your team and open up your group's channel, whichever group you happen to be in. I'm going to use group B as the example here. We're going to go up to the files section. And now you should see, in addition to your brainstorming document, you should see a presentation titled Interactive Story Group, whatever group you're in. We're going to go ahead and open that up. And it may show up like this the first time that you open it. It doesn't have a preview. That's because it's a blank presentation. So just go up to the top, click Edit in Teams, and that should open it up for you so that you can work on it. And this is what it should look like. So it's going to say click to add title and click to add subtitle. Now, if you look at my example, my title was just Rainforest Adventure and my subtitle was an interactive story. So that's what I'm going to put here just to show you. Your title is obviously going to be different because you are writing a completely different story. And your subtitle can be more interesting than just an interactive story if you'd like. A subtitle should just be kind of like a second title for your story. It gives a little more detail about what the story is going to be about. You should gather around one computer to do this. Okay. Obviously, we can't have 4 different group members all coming up with different titles. Gather around one computer and write your title together and your subtitle. Stay gathered around one computer. And what we're going to do next is go up to the top and hit Insert. Actually, we're going to hit Home. My mistake. New slide. And the slide type we want to choose is Title and Content. And go down here and hit Add Slide. Now, what this slide is going to be is it's going to set up our problem. I'll call this the problem slide. It's basically going to set the scene for the story and tell the reader where they are and what's going on. In my presentation, my problem slide is the one that tells the reader they're on a rainforest adventure, and it gives them their first choices. Okay, so that's what you're going to do in this slide. So back on your slide, notice how at the beginning of my slide, it starts with the word you. Your slide should also start with the word you, because remember, the reader is the main character in this story. They're the one who is going to be making all the choices. So you are telling the reader where they are and what their problem is, what setting they're in. So for mine, I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste. You're going to have to type your problem, but it should be one sentence. It tells the reader where they are and what's going on. Now you want to, in this box, add some more detail to that. Set the scene. Tell the reader what their problem is. Mine was just you arrive at the lodge and your guide gives you 3 options. And the options were, on mine, they could drive, walk, or paddle a canoe. Now, you should all still be gathered around one computer if you have been paying attention. That's what you should be doing. But at this point, I'd like you to actually go back to your own computers. And what you're going to do is each group member should come up with a choice here. You should have one choice for each member of your group. So if there are 3 people in your group, you should give the reader 3 choices. If there are 4 people in your group, they'll get 4 choices. If there are only 2 people in your group, they'll get 2 choices. Each group member is going to come up with one of the choices. Now you can discuss this together as a group if you'd like to. Come up with some ideas together, but make sure that each group member is responsible for one choice. The way you're going to add the choices is you're going to go up here to the top of PowerPoint and hit Insert, Text Box. When you do, you're going to get a text box that will pop up here in the middle, right like this. We want to bring that down to the bottom. Click and drag it. and then click to add text. Now in my story, my choices were walk, drive, or paddle a canoe. So I'm going to put walk here as a choice, and each group member should put one choice on the slide. Again, if there are 3 of you, 3 choices. After you've gotten your choices, each group member working on your own computers should go up to the top and hit home and add a new slide. Title and content, add slide. Now, this slide is going to be the slide that your reader is going to see when they selected your choice. If there are 3 group members in your group, you should have 3 new slides here right now, and each group member has 1 slide all to themselves. The first words on this new slide should tell the reader what choice they just chose. So if I just did the choice for walk, my new slide that goes with this should say, you decide to walk, or you choose to walk. Whatever your choice is, it should start with you choose whatever. Okay. Then we're going to add some new text that tells them, because they made that choice, what's happening to them now. So back in my example, if they chose walk, they would get this slide. You decide to walk. Then this is what happens because of that. About 2 miles from the lodge, you hear a noise coming from a tree. What is it? So it tells them what happened because they made the choice to walk, and it presents them with another choice. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the presentation. I'm going to write in there what happens because they made that choice. And now I'm going to create more choices down at the bottom of this slide. Now remember, you're working on this slide on your own. Your group members, they're working on their own choices. You have to come up with at least 2 choices to put at the bottom here. You can come up with as many as you'd like. If you'd like 3 or 4 choices, you can. Just remember, for each choice you decide to create, you're going to have to create a new slide that takes the reader to what happens after they make that choice. So the fewer choices means less work, but the more choices might mean a more interesting story. So my choices in this section were a sloth or an anaconda. So I'm going to add another text box, insert text box, and one of my choices, I'm going to drag it down to the bottom, is going to be a sloth. And another choice was an anaconda. So I'm going to put it over here. Okay. Now I'm going to create 2 new slides because I need a new slide for sloth and a new slide for an anaconda. I'm going to go up here and hit new slide, and then I'm going to do it again. And my first one was for sloth, so I'm going to say the noise was a sloth. And I'm going to click in here and continue my story. Now, when I get to the end of this slide, I'm going to create more choices, which means I'm going to create more slides. After that, I probably want to think about bringing my story to an end. When you bring your story to an end, remember, every choice that the reader makes has to eventually lead to an ending. So when I bring my story to an end, I'll show you an example in mine. After the reader chose a sloth, it's a sloth and it's so cute. You take photos from a distance or approach the animal. If they choose take photos from a distance, that brings them to an ending. It says that they won a prize for their fantastic photography and so on. But that's the end. When you get to the end, the only choice you have to create is this one, which is start over. So in my presentation, I'll say the noise was a sloth. If they choose to take photos of it, the next slide that goes with that will be the ending slide. And then they make sure when you create your ending, you create a choice at the bottom that says start over. That way the reader can click that and go right back to the title slide. Okay. So for today, what your responsibility is to, with your group, create your title slide, create your problem slide, have each group member create a choice on the problem slide, and then on your own computers individually create your own parts of the story with your own choices. Now, at this point, your choices are just text. If you click on them, nothing happens. But right now, that's okay. We're going to leave it that way. The next assignment is going to show you how to link your choices to the slides that they should go to, so that when the reader chooses them, they can click on them and actually make that choice. That's what we'll be doing next. For now, I want you to write your story and make sure that each choice that you create eventually brings the story to an ending. And make sure your ending slides have start over as an option at the bottom. When you get done, you can go ahead and turn the assignment in just by going back to the assignments section of Teams and clicking the Turn In button up on the top. Okay, that's it for this video. Let me know if you have any questions, and after you complete this section, there will be a new video posted to show you what to do next.